Yeah, what's up, fools? This fantasy here in my week 2 match against Ata, the coach of the Denver Bronzos. Now, after my my battle in week 1, I tried to have a different mindset for this matchup. I didn't have that much time to prep because I was just busy with work and stuff like that. But looking at this matchup, it's horrific, to say the least. They have a task team. It still says Jake's team. It's a tad, but yeah, their team, dude, is really good. I really like their team, but the matchup here is horrendous for me because looking at it, like Alo Momola just dog walks every mon here basically, besides I suppose Sinestia and Coragano to an extent, but that's about it. Then yeah, the triple region core is very nasty. Annihilate's nasty as well. Weavile just dog walks my entire team. There's little I could do besides have some resist berries, but against moves like triple axle and stuff like that and knockoff, it's not really safe for me against the Weavile, man. Heads up, I do have a bit of a lisp. Try to keep that under control, but it is what it is, you know. They have a double normals Terra Kamala, which is fine. It's their only remover, but having it as Terra Captain is fine. Chinchina, I really love that mon. It's really cool. Especially after you got triple axle. That mon's golden. Sandy Chalks is fine too. Fez Indipity is really it's a good mon, probably. I don't know. I'm not really on too high for that mon, but yeah. Looking at that matchup, the region core smokes me. Weavile by itself essentially smokes me. Kamala's fine. Chinchino is a bit of a problem. Looking at it, but yeah, Annihilate is always gonna be good. That's pretty much it. This is the team I decided to bring. Cryogonal, Permina, Greatus, Muck, Rotom, Lycanroc. The main plan for this was try to get Cryogonal as much as it could, since they really have little for Cryogonal. They have a Alamomola, but Freeze Dry smokes it, especially if it's defensive. And then Heatran, I am Terra Ground for Heatran, just so I could blow that up potentially. Rapid Spin just for hazards because I need as much HP on my mons as much as possible. Specs Permarine is here because I really need a strong breaker, especially for the region core. Is very good on that department. Booster speed, Great Tusk is one of my win cons, as well as my Lycanroc. That's also a win con. The mons are very strong here, especially if I could get Ala Momola chipped. Great Tusk is also really good if I could get Yachi Berry on potential what's the apple guy called? Hydropple off, yeah, something like that. Rotom's here just cause it could kind of 1v1 Heatran, kind of bolt out of there. And then Muck's here because Muck's my main answer for Weavile. We'll see how that does, but yeah, Toxic Gunk Shot. It's a good. Muck's a good mon. Looking at the calcs, there is a role for me to die to. I think Weavile triple axle. I think it was +2. Life Orb for sure. I think kills me, but I really have nothing for Weavile. I could have brought maybe Colbert or Rachi, something like that. Maybe more defensive Primarina. But Weavile does get Poison Jab, so you know it blows it up. Okay. Yeah. Looking at the matchup, they brought Sandy Shocks, They brought Sandy Shocks, which I didn't expect them to bring. They brought the triple regen, which yeah, Weavile, that makes sense. No Heatran instead of Pheasantipity. See how this game goes. On lead here, I really don't have a strong lead here because they could just lead Torn. I was thinking of leading, I believe, which one was it? It was a mono weak to Weavile because Weavile on lead is very strong as well. So I decided to lead with I guess Primarina, try and get a big hit off. Tornadus is the bleak one, but yeah, the Specs Moonblast does It does not do them that much, but they get a free switch here in defense and deputy. And then now I'm kind of just putting in a cycle because I could switch out the Muck here, but I switched to Rotom. Looking back on it, Muck was super free here. I just didn't want to lose HP on it for Weavile. But yeah, the Rotom gets poisoned here is pretty bad, especially now because Fez just decides to get some chip on it. Yeah, I just brought out there to Muck because I should have just brought Muck out in the first place. They do U-turn here. This Fez is Assault Vest. Kind of tell because of the specs Moonblast. It did oh, it did 20. Oh, okay. I think regular is after this I think I calculated it was like max HP, just Assault Vest, no Spadef. It was like very specific calc. But yeah, the Muck comes out here. Muck's gonna be the MVP of this game, low key. And then I just got a fat knockoff here. The Sandy Chalks was Choice Scarf, which is good. It's good to knock off because it helps my Lycanroc and helps my Great Tusk as well. I'm assuming Scarf just for Greninja, which probably would have been fine here, but these first 2 months just abuse Greninja a lot. Rotom here predicting the Earth Power, as they just said with Spike, but yeah, now Rotom's just gonna die to Power Gem. I think Rotom never lit 2 Power Gems, I believe. Oh, he's at like 53, something like that. It's yeah, nasty. Sandy Shocks doesn't get that. Sandy Shocks does not get that much coverage, but the moves it does get, you know. Yeah, they have a spike here. I need to go Cragno just to rapid spin the spikes because I need the spikes off, especially for Prim and Muck. As now the Weavile gets in, and I really have nothing for this Weavile, so I just go into Muck, pray for the best. At 95, I think I always die to +2 triple axle. As I go for a knockoff here, but Sticky Hole, very sticky, very sticky. Then now the Muck's in front of Weavile. I believe I just go for a Drain Punch, trying to catch it off guard. Let's do go to the Sandy Chalks. Yeah, I got a crit here, which is big because it means my my Muck got more HP from that, which is cool. Then now Shocks is in, and that's a problem. Go to Crowdno predicting the Earth Power, but it just roll switches out. Weavile again. And now I'm kind of just in the cycle of if Weavile gets in, it's a problem for my entire team. It puts a lot of pressure on Muck. And then they do a phenomenal switch here into the Tornadoes. As Tornadoes just whiffs the Bleak Wind Storm. This Bleak Wind Storm miss is very trivial for me. Because if it landed here, I think I would have lost this game. Like, probably sooner. If I do lose this game, you know, if I did lose. But yeah. They go for Bleak Wind here, as I believe I just go for a Gunk Shot. Yeah, then get 54. No poison here, which is fine. I don't think it's like 10% probably, I think, from Gunk Shot. I'm very lucky that it hits you. Speaking that Bleak Wind missed, but yeah. Now I predict that Torn to switch out here. No U-turn, just because Rocky Helmet would have killed it, but it would have been funny if it did. As I bring in Alola Alamamamala, as I get another crit. This is Muck's second crit of the game. As I go for Toxic, because Toxicing the Alamamamala helps with rolls with Great Tusk and Lycanroc in future on. As I go for a knockoff to get another crit, this Muck is a bastard. But now Alamamamala is at 45. This Tornadoes here gets a fat wish, and now is out. Now essentially, I really have no switches into this Tornadoes, because when I was playing this game, I was under the mindset that it would have superpower, because superpower for Cragno and Lycanroc is nasty, especially if the spike stayed up as well. It would have just smoked me. But I can't stay in with Muck here. It's a losing position on my part, so I go back to Cragno, trying to, because Cragno's very bulky on the Spadef side, as they just go for a U-turn and bring out the Demon again. Now Weavile's back, so I just have to switch back into Muck as they make a good play, switch into Alamamamala. And then I switch to Prim here, trying to get some momentum going, because at this moment in time, I really have nothing going for me besides these 2 mons in the back. But I can't really switch them out freely because their team is essentially almost full HP. That's what it feels like, at least when I was playing this game. So as I go for Prim here, as I set up a wish. Now I expected them to go into Pheasantipity, so I clicked Hydro Pump here as they just go to Tornadus. Then Tornadus just 91%. And then it's very heartbreaking because now, since Alamomola has like 165 HP or something like that, it just gets back to like essentially full. I can't stay in with Prim. I gained nothing. I could have killed the Tornadoes here if I stayed in, but I'm not sure. Because if they get the Bleak Wind Confusion, then you know I'm goobed. I'm goobed, you know. But yeah, I go back into Mug predicting a U-turn. I didn't predict a U-turn. I believe I was just trying. This is not really good. This is a really bad play on my part actually. But hey, I got some value out of here. I got little value actually. Now Rocky him at the 16 as they go into Hydropple here. Now what I really wanted to do here was knock off because, you know, I expected it to be Yachi. And if it was Yachi, Great Tusk never wins because it eats up the Ice Spinner that I brought on it. So I wanted to knock off Bally, but I couldn't lose my Muck here. And then this Hydropple's never clicking a Grass move, so I switched into Primarina here on the Fickle Beam. One of the best plays I did this whole game. But yeah, Fickle Beam, as I just switched into Pheasantipity. I go for a Draining Kiss, expecting them maybe just try to go for some chip from Giga Drain. I think Leaf Storm might have killed me. But Giga Drain never killed after the Draining Kiss HP. But now that Fez is 40%, it always dies to a Hydro Pump now, which is good. As Primarina does get some HP. And then this was a tough call here. I couldn't let the Pheasantipity U-turn for free. I really couldn't. And if they did switch out, I got a lot of HP on whatever mon did come in. It would have killed Weavile, it would have killed Sandy Shocks. I would have two-shot a Hydropple for sure. But yeah, me staying in here, I think I gained a lot from it, and I would have lost a lot if they did U-turn and I switched out into Muck, because they would have just went back to Hydropple. Or they would have switched into Alamomola, got another wish off into one of these guys. And then yeah, as I go into Great Tusk here, booster speed, I'm basically just exhausting right now because there's not much I could do honestly. As I just go for a bulk up here, because even if they did stay in, it does Fez does not do a lot to me, and I need to start doing stuff, because or else, you know, I'm gonna get 6-0 at this point. Not much I could do here. Go for a bulk up, and then this earthquake damage really threw me off. Because minimum it said it did like 44% or something like. And then I'm here doing 33. I'm like, that's not possible. No, but on the calculator, if you're up 1 and you still have booster equipped, it thinks your booster attack. But like, that's so dumb. Either way, I think that was my only play, unless I did bulk up again. But yeah, I had to just get some damage on Alamomola, especially now since Lycanroc is really my only way I could win now. Then now they just go for a Skull. I'm praying they don't burn. They don't burn. But I just have to bulk up here. Even if I do chip this down, it would have died to Toxic actually. Now looking at this, I bulk up because I needed did I need it? I think I did. Let me check. I did not need this bulk up actually. Wow, that's a terrible play on my part. I suppose if they're Yachi Berry on Hydropple, which I assume they would have lived. But yeah, bulk up here. Take a first call. I'm praying. I'm on my knees praying they don't get the burn. But nah. Great Tusk gets burned. All hope is lost. The king has fallen. OU is not real. As I do like no. I go for another bulk up because I have nothing to lose. Because even if they did kill my, I think I was just tilted at this point. But they switches to Torn, which takes nothing from Ice Spinner. It would have got smoked if I wasn't burned, but it is in their favor to burn at least once. Called in twice, but yeah. Then Torn goes for Bleak Wind Storm. And then looking at this matchup now against Torn, I have nothing. If I go into Cryogonal, they just switch to Weavile, then Weavile just cleans up the game. So I can't go into Cryogonal. Muck really does nothing here, because I need the HP on Muck for Weavile, as well as for Pheasantipity as well. So I just go into Lycanroc here because if there's superpower, and the game's over. But I really have to just Swords Dance here. I have to Swords Dance. So I go for a Swords Dance, and then after my calcs, I needed another Swords Dance just to kill Hydrapple. So I'll go for another one as they go into Sandy Shocks, which I assume was just a sack. But now I'm +4 with Lycanroc Dust, and I essentially kill everything. But I am Life Orb, and I do have close combat, so that's gonna come into play also. Since I just got Psychic Fangs of Serendipity because it kills Sandy Shocks. Yeah. Life Orb chip. This Alomomola gets brutalized by close combat. But now I'm really chipped down. I'm minus defense, and I have Life Orb damage too. Now this play, I think I was calculating for max HP Hydrapple, and then it always lived +4 Psychic Fangs, if I believe. Either that or just a lot of HP and then some defense. Looking back on it, if I did Psychic Fangs here, that would have been a really good play. But I couldn't afford it being defensive, because if it was, I just lost to Tornadus, you know? But I do close combat here as I do sack the Sandy Shocks, which is good for me. In this game, this is looking into my favor now. As I just go into Tornadus, I just click a Cell Rock. It always killed it. This Hydrapple always died to... It dies to 2 Cell Rock, so yeah. And then looking at the Cell Rock damage, I think it's obvious that this Hydrapple is very offensive. At least now, like max HP, max defense as I thought. Which blows because now the Weavile comes in. Now is my -2 defense Lycanroc against Weavile. If he has Ice Shard, I just die. And then if he does have Ice Shard, I just go into Muck. I go into Muck essentially because I can't go into Cragno. Cragno always dies from knockoff, even at like 70%, which it was earlier. And then it's not looking good. I could kill them with a Cell Rock if they don't have Ice Shard, but this play was very hard to tell because, you know, I made this good comeback with Lycanroc, but if I die here with Lycanroc, Tornadus is just out of hand because, again, I'm just assuming a superpower, you know? And then again, Cragno would never be Weavile. Cragno could be Tornadus if it doesn't have that move. Muck can be Weavile, but if they switch into Torn on a Drain Punch, I lose a lot. I think I just lose the game at that point. But looking at this right now, I switched out because preserving the Lycanroc HP for Tornadus, which I thought was going to be crucial because I needed a month to at least threaten or just kill the Tornadus, right? But I switched into Muck as I go for a Swords Dance. Looking at this again, if they're not Ice Charred, Lycanroc picks up here, or I guess cleans here. But yeah, they SD here, which is very bad for me, because I essentially got to play wrong. If I Cell Rocked, I would have killed them twice, but they SD'd because I expected them to Ice Shard. Then again, I looked at my team. I don't know if they could have afforded the Ice Shard. I thought maybe they would have had like Triple Axle or something like that. But no. The Muck is way too low to live this. Yeah. Rocky Helmet, I think Lycanroc always killed with a Cell Rock. I think maybe from full? Maybe? I'm not sure. Especially with Life Orb, probably did. But yeah, this Weavile does have Ice Shard. And it's just, I got really salty here. I really did. This turn right here. Now looking, I'm trying to think. Because if I did a Cell Rock, I would have won. But if Weavile did Ice Shard, then I think I would have lost because I never would have gunk shotted the Weavile. It was never in range of a gunk shot. I think after Rocky Helmet chip, it was in range, but Yeah, I didn't realize that. Tornadus again, I assumed it would have just killed Krogno. I did find out later on that Tornadus was not superpower, which means that if I did know that, maybe I would have Assault Rocks. But yeah, this is it's just brutal. It's another game, 2 games in a row where I just threw essentially. I think around the same time as well, around like around the same time. Yeah, it's very tough because look. Okay, again on this matchup, this is very hard for me because oh, it sounds like a bitching. Hold up. Okay, yeah, this matchup, my team was not good into it. I did have good offensive, I guess, coverage, but as for my breakers, I really had nothing too strong. Yeah, it was just tough. It was just so tough. Prepping for this, it was kind of AIDS. Again, a tad. It says Jake, but it's a tad, whatever. I really love their team. It was a very nice team. But man, is it a fucking hassle to prep for, dude. I could have brought different stuff, maybe. For Giraffe was really on my team for the longest time, but I took it off for Lycanroc, which cause for Giraffe just always like Weavile in. Again, that Weavile was always just a menace essentially. I could have brought Greninja here, but these 3 months, and I guess Heatran always lives from full. I think of the Spadef made it hard for Greninja, but that's very on the surface because Ren would have been really good here, but I was just scared. I really don't know how to use them on actually. Sinestha would have done little here. Again, another Weavile food. For Jirachi, it was too slow essentially for Jirachi. I think if Chinchino did come, I probably would have got smoked way faster because I didn't bring a normal resist, so that's fun. Did bring, I guess, Muk, but I would have just lost fast. Again, I would have Ice Shard if I was them, but like it was very tough, very tough, very tough. How much? 20 minutes? 22. Oh shit, I rambled. But yeah, another loss for me, another 0-2, which going into the season, -2, my differential -4. It's gonna be very hard to climb up. I think I played well. I think I couldn't really do much, especially in the early game when I couldn't break these mons, and every time I had some momentum going, this Weavile just came in. And Weavile, it's always been a good mon. It's always been a good mon. I've always liked Weavile. But yeah, it was just tough. I was lucky with the Muk. This Muk was also very good in this game, especially with the crits. Yeah, especially with the crits. It did miss. Okay, if Torn I think did hit the Bleak Wind Storm here, I would have always lost. I think. Because yeah, Muk would have never had enough HP for Weavile right here. Even if they did, because Bleak Wind into knockoff, I believe would have killed from this range. And then they would have just Ice Shard, and then I would have just lost either way. But yeah, I'm very salty here. Did Weavile not kill him as well? I think my friend told me to say that. It's funny. But yeah, nah. Very tough for me. Very tough. GG's to attack. I forgot your team name. Denver Bronzors. There you go. But yeah, GG's. Hope to do better next week. And then about it. If you're here, if you're still here for some reason, thank you for watching. And have a good one. Yeah.